So in the previous class we covered regarding speed, velocity and average velocity, average speed. Now in this topic it is about acceleration and retardation. Acceleration and retardation. Of course these both are similar but opposite in nature. Okay. Now acceleration, it can be defined as the rate of change of increasing velocity. The rate of change of increasing velocity. So simply we can define this rate of change of velocity, but the rate of change of velocity, in that rate of change of velocity, the velocity may increase or the velocity may decrease. If the rate of change of increasing velocity, if you are finding that, and that comes under acceleration. So this symbol for acceleration is A. So A is nothing but change of increase in velocity. So delta V by time, rate of change in velocity. So this change in velocity is nothing but final velocity minus initial velocity. Final velocity minus initial velocity by time. Final velocity is denoted by V and initial velocity is denoted by U and the time is denoted by T. So A is equal to delta V by T, that means final velocity minus initial velocity by time. So if we subtract the higher value, lower value from higher value, we will get obviously some particular value, and that particular value belongs to velocity. So simply we can write that velocity by time when if we subtract that velocity from velocity. If we consider the units for acceleration, SI units is, velocity is meter per second for velocity, and for time it is second. So that meter per second square is the SI unit. And coming to the CGS, and CS unit is centimeter by second square. CS unit is centimeter by second square. Not only this, we have other unit, that is kilometer by hour square. Kilometer by hour square. So children, this we are particularly use SI unit as meter per second and CGS unit is centimeter per second, but other unit we will use it rarely, thus depending upon the problems given data. Okay, if the rate of change of increasing velocity, we call that as acceleration. The rate of change of decreasing velocity is nothing but retardation. So that this acceleration, it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity, and the dimensional formula, of this acceleration is mLT. That means in this formula, is there any mass? There is no mass. So m0, L, is there any length? How many times? Only one time. So L1. Is there any time? Yes, time is 2 times repeating. So this time is in denominator, so that it is -2. mLT -2 is the dimensional formula for acceleration. Okay, and remember, if there is a velocity, then only be the acceleration. If velocity V and U are constant, are same, then A is equal to 0. Then acceleration is equal to 0, because of final velocity and initial velocity. V minus V is 0 by T, 0. 0 by T, 0. Okay, and this retardation is also called as negative acceleration, and it is also called as deceleration. In this way we can call this retardation. So retardation definition is same as acceleration, but here there will be a decreasing velocity. The rate of change of decreasing velocity is nothing but retardation. Remember, acceleration and retardation are opposite to each other. Acceleration is equal to minus as retardation. If acceleration is positive value, then the retardation also has the same magnitude but opposite sign, with opposite sign. So it is about types of acceleration. So already we have some types in speed and velocity like uniform, non-uniform, average, instantaneous. In the same way, here also we have some types of acceleration. First one is uniform acceleration. First one is uniform acceleration. Okay, the uniform acceleration, it can be defined as the equal changes in velocity. The equal changes in velocity takes place. The equal changes in velocity takes place in equal interval of time. In equal interval of time. If, for suppose, it is the path along the body is traveling. So 0, here the initial velocity is 0 meter per second. From 0 to 30 meter per second. From 0 to 30 meter per second, it took 10 seconds. And from 30 to 60 meter per second, it took 10 seconds. 60 to 90 meter per second, it took 10 seconds. 90 to 120 meter per second, it took 10 seconds. So if you observe here 0 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, 90 to 120, 30. If you observe this, the change in velocity is uniform, 30. Constantly it is increasing with equal interval of time. So for 30 change in velocity, it takes only 10 seconds. If the body is traveling like this, then we call this as a uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration or variable acceleration. Next one. Non-uniform acceleration or variable acceleration. So if the change in velocity is not same, if change in velocity is not same in equal or unequal interval of time, in same interval of time, equal intervals of time. So if the change in velocity is not uniform, like 30 meter per second, it took 10 seconds. For 60 meter per second, it took 5 seconds. If 120 meter per second, it took 9 seconds. Then 220 meter per second, it took 10 seconds. If you observe here, the change in velocity is not uniform as well as the time is also non-uniform. Either numerator change in velocity or the time taken is non-uniform. Then this is called as variable acceleration. Then it is called as variable acceleration. Next one is about acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. And it is denoted by the term letter small g. Denoted by the letter small g. So this can be defined as the acceleration produced. The acceleration produced for a freely falling body. For a freely falling body. Why? Due to gravity of Earth. Due to gravity of Earth is known as acceleration due to gravity. Remember, on an average, the acceleration due to gravity G is 9.8 meter per second square in SA system, and in CA system it is 980 centimeter per second square. Okay, so on an average, of course, the acceleration due to gravity may slightly vary at the poles and the equator of the earth. Also, that on an average we are taking this value as a constant, that is 9.8 meter per second square. So to round off this value is taken as 10 meter per second square in problems, and sometimes in serious systems it round off and it is taken as 1000 centimeter per second square in doing the problems. So that this is somewhat about acceleration. Okay, so we will do two examples based upon this acceleration. Okay, first one, the velocity of an object increases at a constant rate from 20 meter per second to 50 meter per second. So here in this question, the velocity goes on increasing at a constant rate of 20 meter per second to 50 meter per second in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Find acceleration. So what is the given data here? Given. So 20 meter per second to 50 meter per second. That means it is the initial value and it is the final value. So initial velocity u is equal to 20 meter per second and final velocity v is equal to 50 meter per second. V is equal to 50 meter per second and time given is 5 seconds. Find out the acceleration. So acceleration, we have the formula a is equal to v minus u by t. So that v minus u, that means 50 minus 20 by t, 5. That means 30 by 5, that means 6 units for acceleration, because all these are in SI system. So the unit for acceleration is also SI system, meter per second square. So that in this way we can do the problem. Second example, a stone thrown vertically upwards, with the initial velocity of 50 meter per second. A stone thrown vertically upwards with the initial velocity of 50 meter per second and comes to a stop in 5 seconds. Find A. So that we have to do the solution. Okay. So here given data, what is the given data? Given data is initial velocity u is equal to 50 meter per second and comes to stop, that means v, final velocity is equal to 0. Time taken is 5 seconds. So here if you observe this, the initial velocity goes on decreasing. The rate of change of decreasing velocity, we call it as a retardation. So here he asked to find acceleration. So acceleration formula is a is equal to v minus u by t, final velocity minus initial velocity by time. So final velocity is 0 minus initial velocity is 50 by time taken is 5. So that means 0 minus 50 is minus 50 by 5. So minus 10 meter per second square. But here acceleration is never be negative value. So that here we got minus 10 meter per second square because of the velocity is decreasing and finally it becomes, the value becomes 0, so that the rate of decreasing velocity is nothing but retardation. So retardation is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. Then what about acceleration? So acceleration is equal to minus retardation. So acceleration is equal to minus retardation. So that means minus into retardation value is minus 10. Minus into minus plus. So 10 meter per second square. Of course, the value does not have the acceleration, but actual value is, for this given data, the value is retardation. That is minus 10 meter per second square. Minus 10 meter per second square. In this way we can do the problems for based upon acceleration. Next, it is about equations of motion. Equations of motion. So we have three equations of motion. First one, V is equal to U plus AT. It is the first equation of motion. Second equation of motion, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Third equation of motion, V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. First equation of motion is V is equal to U plus AT. Final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration into time. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. It is the second equation of motion, where S is displacement is equal to initial velocity into time plus half into acceleration into square of the time. Third equation is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So that final velocity square minus initial velocity square is equal to 2E into acceleration into displacement. So this first equation of motion gives the relation between first letter is V and last letter is T. Velocity time. And second equation of motion gives the relation between first letter displacement, last letter time. Displacement time. Third equation of motion gives the relation between first letter V, last letter displacement. So relation between velocity and displacement. Okay. These are the equations of motion. First equation of motion is V is equal to U plus AT. It gives the relation between velocity and time. Second equation of motion, it gives the relation between displacement and time. Third equation of motion, it gives the relation between velocity and displacement. Now we will check how these equations to be derived. So first equation is V is equal to U plus AT. So by acceleration is equal to change in velocity by time. That means final velocity minus initial velocity by time. So that we must convert this equation into the above equation. So here time is in division with change in velocity. So set this time to acceleration towards the acceleration. So A into T is equal to V minus U. Okay. So here we need only V. Here extra term is minus U. So send this minus 2 towards the left side. So that A into T minus U means plus U is equal to V. If we rewrite this equation, V is equal to U plus A into T. U plus A into T is the first equation. Okay. In this way we can derive the equations. Next, second equation of motion. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So this equation can be derived from As we know that average velocity formula is total displacement by total time taken. And also average velocity can be written as v plus u by 2. So total displacement is s and total time taken is t. Okay, mark this as 2. And also by equation 1, what is the equation 1? V is equal to u plus at. By equation 1, V is equal to u plus at, put equation 1 in equation 2. If we substitute this equation 1 in equation 2, how this equation will get turned into V? V means u plus at. So u plus at plus u by 2 is equal to s by t. So that u plus u, 2u plus at by 2 is equal to s by t. So that write that denominator 2 separately. So 2u by 2 plus at by 2 is equal to s by t. This 2 gets cancelled. So u plus at by 2 is equal to s by t. So here t is in division. We send this towards left side, it becomes multiplied. So s is equal to u plus at by 2 into t. So multiply this with t. So s is equal to u into t, ut plus, write this 2 as 1 by 2 here. So here at will remain at into t, at square. In this way we can get that equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. Next, third equation of motion. Next one is third equation of motion. Third equation of motion is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. This is the third equation of motion we have to find out. So again, average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time taken. Again, average velocity can be written as v plus u by 2 is equal to displacement by time. By equation 1, v is equal to u plus at. From the first equation 1, v is equal to u plus at, I need t. Therefore t is equal to v minus u by a. Okay, substitute equation 4 in equation 3. So that instead of t we can write v minus u by a. So write the equation 3 as it is. So v plus u by 2 is equal to displacement by time taken. T is equal to v minus u by a. Okay, so set this by cross multiplication. V plus u into v minus u by a is equal to 2s. And also here a is in denominator, send this to that side, that becomes v plus u into v minus u is equal to a to that side 2 into s into a plus b into a minus b. Since a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, a square minus b square. So that if a plus b into a minus b, so that b square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay children, so in this way we can derive the equation b square minus u square is equal to 2as. So these are the three equations of motion. So once we observe the terms here, v final velocity in meter per second or centimeter per second, u initial velocity in meter per second or centimeter per second. That means it is SI and it is CGS. A means acceleration in meter per second or centimeter per second. Okay, and T time in seconds or seconds. S displacement in meters or centimeters. So these are the terms which we have used in this equations of motion. Okay, and there is another equation, the distance covered by a body in nth second, the distance covered by a body in nth second. So Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 of 2n minus 1, u plus a by 2 of 2n minus 1, or this also can be written as Sn is equal to u plus a of n minus 1 by 2. These two equations are same. That means, for example, from the point A to B, the body travels from A to B and it starts from 10 a.m. and it reaches the B by 10 hour 15 minutes. 10 hour 15 minutes, or simply starting from 0 seconds and to reach B it took 15 seconds. Okay, from A to B journey it took 15 seconds. So in 6th second, particularly in the particular second, how much distance it is travelled in 6th second, only in the 6th second. So to find out the value travelled in a nth in the particular time, we should apply the formula Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 of 2n minus 1. So the derivation for this equation Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 of 2n minus 1 we will see in the next class. Okay, so with this we completed the equations of motion. So in the next class we will derive the equation for this Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 of 2n minus 1, and we will do that some problems based upon that velocity, acceleration, and based upon these three equations of motion along with this. Okay children, and along with that in the next class, after the completion of these problems, example problems for these equations of motion, the next topic is about graphs. Okay, thank you children.